So I teach a course in global geophysics, and I love the assessments for it because each student has to look at a different plate boundary, and it's a great way for me to learn about the different plate boundaries. But through this, I came across this paper. It's not a very recent paper, so I'm sure a lot more work has been done. It's from 2012, but perspectives on the San Andreas fault. And it's always a challenging plate boundary for students to do because it's quite easy to look at gravity and magnetics over subduction zones and mid-ocean ridges and understand the earthquakes and heat flow. But the San Andreas is not always as exciting, but thoroughly enjoyed some of the pictures in this paper. So scrolling down, so I mean, we're on the west coast of North America here, and this is a plot of how the dip of the fault and the depths along the fault change from north to south. So you can see here by Big Bend, you've got red means it's shallower to the northeast here and it's dipping towards the southwest, whereas it flips the other way towards the southern part of the fault where it's the shallowest in the southwest and it dips towards the northeast. So, and this is a 3D image of it, which I thought was quite interesting. They don't understand why the fault isn't hotter, because of all the friction. You should have some sort of heat. I think it was this article here. It was just a nice picture at the beginning. They didn't understand why it wasn't hotter. And so they were drilling into the fault zone to understand, and they were trying to understand, is water in there lubricating it so there's not as much frictional heating, or is it the minerals in the fault zone? And I know we were doing a similar thing, one of my colleagues in South Africa, drilling into a fault zone but underground. So we have deep mines in South Africa. So they actually went down into the mine, got the drill rig down there and drilled into the hole. So instead of drilling for 2,700 meters, they just had to drill for 700 meters because they were already 2,000 meters under the ground to try and understand a fault zone, and then just understanding the mineralogy within the fault zone. So yeah, just two very interesting things that I saw about the San Andreas fault that I wanted to share.